Continúo la campaña del Juego de Tronos y he vuelto al Castillo Negro. Y ahora se supone que tengo que informar al maestre Mormon, creo que se llama, al maestre este de la Guardia Negra, que se supone que tiene algo que decirme. Vale. Y eso, he regresado de mi última misión y me han dicho eso, que vaya a verla. Y también me parece que estaba buscándome un emisario de desembarco del rey o algo así. Así que voy a entrar en el edificio este que es donde se supone que está el mormón este. Vale, aquí están los comerciantes. Esta conversación ya la he oído antes cuando he estado aquí.
You should have seen it. The butcher mowed them down like wheat in a field. Without their bows, those sons of bitches would have had no chance against him. We got into our formation, the half-hand raised an arm, and our arrows darkened the sky. The wildlings fell like flies. You should have seen it. If you ask me, we won't see them in the gift anytime soon.
Están hablando de lo que ha pasado antes. Ahí está el comerciante de las pócimas y eso. Estoy viendo que tengo... Vale. Estoy viendo eso, que tengo alguien para hablar en el piso de arriba, imagino. De todas formas voy a echarle, vale. Tengo alguien para hablar y la misión principal. Aquí. Aquí no hay nada. Vale, pues esa es la planta en la que estoy. Este es el tío de las estatuas, ¿no? Se supone.
Good day to you, Moors. You wouldn't by any chance have some work for me there in your pouch?
I haven't forgotten you, Walder. If I have anything...
May the seven keep you from the...
Sí, es el tío de las estatuas, que me ha pedido eso, que si encuentro estatuas de... Hay 7 estatuas, que si encuentro alguna que se la llevo para restaurarlas.
Jaw, Lothar told me that you wanted to see me as soon as I arrived.
Yes. One of Quarren the Half-Hand's men arrived before you and told me what happened at Icemark. Have you found Poddy? Or his remains?
No me tengo que centrar en detalles. Poddy no fue asesinado por los salvajes.
Poddy deserted. I tracked him down in the forest north of Molestown and managed to kill him just as he was attacking a young girl. I also took care of a couple of cutthroats I came across as they prepared to ambush passers-by.
Raiders so near to Castle Black. If only we had enough men to send more patrols deep into the gift. So, not a single one of these green boys will have survived his first day as a brother of the Night's Watch. I know enough about what happened there for now. Moors, there is another matter we must discuss. I don't know if you noticed the soldiers with the blue tabards downstairs. They're the men of John Arryn, the King's Hand.
Ah, the men you told me about before I left for Icemark. Those who came to meet me?
Yes. According to their message, They were looking for one of the heroes of Stag's Mount. You are the only one here who fits that description.
Do we know more about what they want from me?
Yes. They brought me a letter written by John Arryn. I'll let you read it. You can see for yourself what it's about.
Carta de John Arryn. Estimado amigo, lamento escribirte con tan graves noticias. Me imagino que entrar en la guardia de la noche no fue una decisión fácil. Respeto tus decisiones sin cuestionarlas. Me siento agradecido de que sigas vivo. Se acercan tiempos oscuros, da igual lo lejos que vayas o los años que pasen, para mí siempre serás el héroe de Monte Venado, el hombre que derramó su sangre a mi lado. Hoy escribo a ese hombre. Todas las piezas van encajando, y el final de la partida se prevé peligroso. Me preocupa el reino, sus enemigos acechan en las sombras, listos para atacar. Puede que los años me hayan hecho demasiado cauto, pero ya me conoces. Soy demasiado viejo como para cambiar. Temo por mi vida. No hace mucho descubrí la existencia de una joven de vital importancia. Lamento no poder decirte más ni poder protegerla. Tanto temo a los que me rodean, debes encontrarla por mí y asegurarte de que esté a salvo. Confío en ti, amigo mío, el destino del reino depende de ti. El portador de esta carta, Ser Godric, es de confianza. Hablará con el Lord Comandante George Mormont para tomar las medidas necesarias para que cumplas esta tarea. Él te acompañará hasta que la encuentres. He tomado medidas para hacer que la muchacha se reúna contigo en el muro. Estará en un lugar al que nunca seguirías a tus hermanos, en la oscuridad, y del que te mantienen lejos gracias a los recuerdos de Serena. Que tengas suerte, John Arryn. Vale.
Arryn, that sly old fox hasn't changed a whit. 15 years without a word, and all of a sudden he writes to beg a favor of me. I'm not even surprised.
Why are you receiving a personal missive from the king's hand?
He's an old friend. We fought side by side in Robert Baratheon's rebellion. He saved my life more than once.
There is a passage that I don't understand. Mentions a girl, the darkness, and your wife, Serena. What does it mean?
Arryn is an intelligent man. This is a message only I can decipher. During the war, when we fought together, I never once used the services of a whore. Arryn knew and would tease me for it. He liked to say that I feared the darkness that lurked in brothels. I would reply that the thought of my wife was sufficient to clear away any darkness. The girl he mentions in his letter must be hidden in a whorehouse. The only one I know of nearby is in Molestown. Old Arryn knows me well. 15 years later, I'm still faithful to my wife.
It is good that you honor the chastity of our order, Moors. But are you doing it for the right reasons? Our vows are clear. We must leave behind our wives and children. If you are true to your oath, it must not be out of love for Serena, but out of respect for the Night's Watch.
Ese vínculo es mi deber, pero jamás olvidaré a mi esposa. Al menos el mormón este, no, el Mors este tiene, al menos hay un guardián a la noche que tiene honor entre todos estos, todas estas sabandijas. Bueno, el tío ese que se ha encargado que me caía bien, el recluta ese también parecía honorable. Vale, pero jamás olvidaré a mi esposa.
I fulfill my duty, Jor. That's all you need to know. My memories are my own, and you cannot take them from me.
Be that as it may, he must have felt seriously threatened to write such a cryptic message. This does not bode well. I conferred with his emissary, Sir Godric Donnelly. He convinced me that his mission did not conflict with our duties. And if we help them, Arryn will convince King Robert to send us the recruits, materials, and supplies that we so sorely lack. Molestown is in the gift under the jurisdiction of the Night's Watch. You have my authorization to go there with Sir Godric.
Thank you, Jor. I will finally be able to repay my debt to John Arryn.
Remember, Moors, the Night's Watch does not interfere in politics. If, for some reason, you suspect that something is wrong, return to Castle Black.
Very well. I will go find this Godric.
Vale. Reúnete con el emisario de Rin, Sir Godric, te espera en la planta baja de la sala común.
I've always wondered where Bowen Marsh finds the food to feed us all.
There are vast supplies frozen in the ice of the wall. They're leftovers from a time when there were lots more of us, and the lords of the south were more generous.
What? They're serving us meat?
Esa conversación yo la he oído antes. Pero aquí no tengo nada que coger, ¿no? Hay que saquearle al tipo este.
Seems Mormont wants us to retake Icemark.
Aye, that's an old story. The old bear must be dreaming. There'll never be enough of us to round up a garrison.
If you want my opinion, so much the better. It's cold enough here at Castle Black. There's no need to go freeze our balls off in that pile of stones.
Pues pero si de Marcallero es de donde acabo de venir. Se supone que está aquí, en la planta baja. Tabardos azules, pues estos de aquí. Sí, este es Godric.
I presume that you are John Arryn's men. The Lord Commander spoke to me about you.
Indeed. I am the knight Godric Donnelly. And this is my lieutenant, Jared. And you must be Sir Mors Westford.
Indeed.
John Arryn described you as one of the true heroes of the Battle of Stag's Mount. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance.
I knew someone named Mors Westford at one time, during the Baratheon Rebellion. A real son of a bitch, who I hold directly responsible for the death of my brother. I wouldn't have expected to find him at the wall.
Hold your tongue, Jared. We're in Night's Watch territory here. Whatever our past quarrels, we're on a mission here. Please excuse this interruption, Sir Westford. If you have read the letter, you must already know our reason for being here.
¿Cómo está el viejo Arryn? El nombre de Jared me suena. No hay tiempo que perder, la visión es lo primero.
Pardon me, Sir Donnelly. I would like to clear something up with your lieutenant. Your name is Jared, isn't it? You say we met during the Baratheon Rebellion?
You don't remember me, do you? I am not surprised. I was just a simple warrior of no title at the time. I remember you well. The furious knight come from the Westerlands to help us take down King Targaryen. We fought in the same army. The man who had my brother executed, just because we'd looted a village and had our way with a couple of wenches after our victory.
Bueno, la escoria. Vale. Él se lo buscó.
You violated the laws of the Seven Kingdoms, of honor and of the faith. Leading an army requires discipline, and those who don't respect it get what they deserve.
And yet, when it was all about overthrowing King Targaryen, we violated the laws of allegiance and of honor there too. But I don't remember hearing you complain of it.
No, my loyalties were to my liege, Lord Tywin Lannister. I was abiding by the oath I took. No one asked you to pillage that village. Your brother was the captain of your band of mercenaries, and he was accountable for your actions. He paid the price for it.
At least I see that justice caught up with you in the end, Knight. I doubt you would have chosen to take the black of your own accord. You will live out your days here.
Enough, Jared. Shut it. Go get some fresh air. You need to change your tune.
Me cae mal el tipo ese.
Forgive me, Sir Westford. Jared is a fierce fighter, but he doesn't always know when to hold his tongue. I was unaware that you two had so much history between you.
Let us return to the task that the King's Hand has entrusted us with.
Vale, se acabó. Hemos perdido demasiado tiempo con esto. ¿Cómo está el viejo John Arryn?
Indeed. I heard that John Arryn had fallen ill recently. How does he fare?
It has been some time since we left King's Landing to come north to the Wall. No news has reached our ears since then. Nonetheless, knowing the Lord of the Eyrie, it is probably nothing. He has an iron constitution. Everyone knows that.
I just hope that he has not aged too much. Very well. I believe I know where the girl is. The one John Arryn speaks of in his letter.
Perfect. I knew we could count on you. Lord Arryn only gives his trust to men of great worth. Then tell me, sir, where is she?
No se lo voy a decir todavía.
What do you plan on doing when you have found her?
She must be protected. I am sorry, but I'm under strict orders. I cannot speak of our destination.
As long as you take her far from here. Castle Black is not exactly an ideal place for a young maid. According to the information given in the letter, there is no doubt about where the girl is. She is hiding in Molestown.
In Molestown? The village we passed along the King's Road?
Yes. To protect themselves from the constant cold outside, the inhabitants have built an underground passage. I will lead us there. We will no doubt find her there. Strangers are seldom seen in these parts. We'll ask the villagers about her.
Very well. Let us get on our way.
Hold on. I just received a raven with a message from King's Landing. Dark wings. Dark words.
What is it?
Let's go outside, Moors. I don't wish to speak of this in the common hall.
What's going on, Jor?
Very well. The King's Hand, John Arryn, is dead.
Capítulo 4. Alistair. Tu regreso a Aguas Fuertes ha estado repleto de acontecimientos adversos. La situación es peor de lo que pensabas. Sin un lord que mantenga la paz, el pueblo desesperado ha empezado a rebelarse. Tu intervención ha logrado apaciguar la revuelta, pero ¿por cuánto tiempo? Y peor aún, si no juras lealtad al rey, Aguas Fuertes pronto caerá en manos de tu hermanastro Valar, ambicioso y sediento de poder. Por eso ahora te encuentras en las puertas de Desembarco del Rey, capital de los Siete Reinos, y centro en las intrigas políticas. Allí esperas encontrar a tu hermano Gawain, sobre el que recae la oscura sospecha de haber asesinado a tu padre. Pronto la luz de la verdad ahuyentará esa sombra o revelará el auténtico alcance de la oscuridad.